He weighed in at 158.9 pounds, wearing black trunks with silver trim. His record, perfect. 13 fights, 13 victories. 5 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He represented the United States at the Tokyo Olympics, and he is the reigning and defending NABO middleweight champion from Alexandria, Virginia, and representing Southeast BC, Troy, the Transformer Isley.
Okay, bring it to me. Okay, gentlemen, you both have been given the rules. I'm expecting good, clean boxing. When I say break, stop punching, take a full step back. Remember, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to you both.
Troy Isley and Tyler Howard. Troy says, look, you can expect another great performance from me, but I have to be smart because he is a fighter who punches hard, but he telegraphs everything. He loads up, so I know what to do with this guy, but I can't just go in there and try to drop him. I have to break him down.
He's a guy that gasses out in the second half of the fight. We were talking about it earlier. We're saying that he's a fighter that doesn't know how to relax. Tenses up all the time. He throws with a tremendous amount of power every shot.
We talked about Troy coming into his own, finding his identity outside the ring. And Tyler Howard, if you see his right eye and the right eyebrow, that's a birthmark called a meningioma, where the blood vessels packed behind the skin. He said he's had 13 surgeries since he was a kid. And the last one, they were going to grab the skin and hair to give him a full eyebrow. And he said, you know what? God made me like this. I want to stay this way. And that kind of tells you what he's about. That's who he is, and he understands that's who he was meant to be. And what he's gone through in the lead up to this fight makes him stronger. There's nothing that Troy can do to me inside the ring that's worth it, what I've been through over the last 11 months.
He's absolutely right about that. Think about it. He's already been through one of the most dramatic things that you can ever go through in a lifetime. Losing his mother. But right now, he's taking his time. He's not rushing things. Still look a little bit tense. Not gonna lie, Howard. As he's marching forward, you see him is reacting. He's trying to anticipate a jab coming from Troy. He's trying to parry it, yeah. But
a stab jab, Troy.
But if he allowed Troy to get comfortable, if he allows Troy to start to find his range and get his rhythm down, he's gonna have trouble all night long. So if I'm Howard, I'm letting him know if I'm in his corner. Let your hands go. Give him something to worry about. Get some respect.
Respect is what Troy Isley has for ALX. That's Alexandria, Virginia, the DC projects. He said it's a blessing to get out of there and make it to where I am today. Made it to the Olympics. Wants to be an inspiration. And finding his voice as he succeeds in boxing. That's what this night is all about for him too. He lives about 3 hours away from Alexandria, but he's felt the love from Norfolk, and all of the DB3 fans were also part of his family.
They definitely adopt this. No question. It's facts. And it must feel good, coming here in Virginia and fighting. This is home for him.
Sucking.
Round 1 in the books. Yes, he may be an adopted DB3. Used tonight. At the weigh-in, coming in at 141.4, but he is now at 155.4, coming into tonight in the locker room. That's a difference of 14 pounds above his already 6+ pounds that he was overweight above the 135-pound limit. So that'll be our main event. An uphill battle against a big boy in Keyshawn Davis and Gustavo Lemos. But let's see how things start to heat up for Isley and Howard here in round 2. Nice jab from Isley, the Olympian in Tokyo, alongside Keyshawn Davis, who brought home silver.
What Howard is doing is he's taking his time. He doesn't want to expend a lot of energy right now. He's worried about the back end of the fight and finish strong. So if Isley's not going to attack him, he's just going to sit on the outside like he's doing. He's going to take his time. He's going to pick his shots. But for me, that's not his MO. You know, I remember watching him in the past, in the bubble. He was aggressive and explosive coming forward, letting those hands go. He was fearless. Right now, he's taking a cautious approach right now, and I think it has to do with the fact that he believes he's going to get tired.
And he's mentioned the fact that that's always on his mind. He's had to deal with hand injuries, shoulder injuries before, and this is only, you know, the second time he's fought since the pandemic. We saw him at the Virgin Hotel, Las Vegas, November 2021. Then he won a majority decision against Raul Solomon in Atlanta in August of 2023. So that's a lot of inactivity beyond the tragedy he went through that kept him out of the ring for 11 months.
Yeah, but he's been busy. He's been doing that, what was that, team combat league. So he's been, one round at a time.
Yeah.
Well, he's been staying busy inside the gym. It's not like he's been extremely inactive. But I like what I'm seeing from Troy Isley right now. Again, using that jab, using probes, using those feints, drawing punches from Howard, then counter, particularly the jab in.
Hey, Tim, I'm going to ask you a question because you know Troy was watching Abdullah Mason. And when you see that happen to another young, up-and-coming fighter, does that kind of focus you on what you got to do?
Absolutely. I mean, the game plan for Isley was to box tonight. You know, take his time, systematically break this guy down. You know, with the jab out at distance, when he get in close, when he at mid-range, you got to outsmart him and outthink him. That's what Isley's doing as of right now.
But I mean, like, you're watching the fight, and then all of a sudden you see Abdullah get dropped twice. Because that, like, Tyler Howard suffered the death by suicide of his mother, Sinella, December 5th of last year. His father has been at his side ever since, and boxing has been therapeutic for him and his family because his brother Chris is also a fighter. And tonight, though, he's got to show something in here because he said, I know mom is watching me from above, and I got to put on a show for her. But he's being cautious tonight against a tough Troy Isley as well. He knows what he's up against.
He's buying his time, and you notice how he's moving to his right. He's moving away from the right hand of Isley. Going counterclockwise. He's looking to land his right hand over the top. That's what he's looking for. He's trying to take advantage of that jab. He's trying to get outside that jab. He's constantly moving there, constantly moving there. But Isley's too smart. You know, we've seen this before. And he's timing as he's moving that way.
Isley staying with a stab jab, trying to set up that counter left hook.
And then the feints. Even when Howard started to even think about throwing that right hand, you see Isley just drop a feint real quick and it makes him hesitate. Nice little small little tactics and subtle things that a lot of people don't really see. You know, when they watch it, they just see two guys throwing punches, but the small little subtle movements as well can get a reaction and also cause an opposition to not throw a shot. So Isley using feints to be able to do that, to control this man, control Howard.
Through 7 minutes of action, 117 thrown punches for Isley to break the 40 of Tyler Howard. Step on the gas. I mean, it's like the third round right now, and Isley's
Isley's controlling his fight. He won the first 2 rounds, in my opinion. The crowd is starting to get a bit stale. He's here, the booze coming right now. That's exactly what Howard wants. He told us in the fighter meetings that he wants Isley to get aggressive because he wants to be able to punch in between his shots. But as you see, Isley is being smart on the outside. He's winning the fight easily from the outside. Doesn't really have to change much.
Next time we'll be offensively. Tyler Howard needs to do something to get around.
It's so funny when you see a fighter try to adjust his style. He comes into the particular style. He was an aggressive fighter, let his hands go, and now he's trying to box. He's trying to think. Some fighters, they don't need to think. Just send him out there. Work on his defense and send him out there and let him be who he is.
Yeah, but Bobby Benton is all about hit and don't get hit. We saw Shocky Foster. That's his philosophy. But you don't have the, like, it's like trying to take a Volkswagen and trying to race a Ferrari. It's like, you don't have that car for that.
Right. And he doesn't have the legs for that either. Howard feet too slow.
Right, tonight, 10.5 punches landed per round for Troy Isley. There just haven't been openings for Tyler Howard. He usually lands 26 punches around. Transformer needs to transform into himself, but he's being cautious, he's being careful, doesn't want to give anything up for Howard to counter on. Nice jab. That's been the bread and butter for Troy Isley, as has been the counter left.
I like the focus coming from Isley. I look at his eyes. He's all the way 100% focused. And he looks relaxed. He looks like he's in it's a sparring session for him. Howard's really not giving him too much. Neither guy is really doing a whole hell of a lot, to be honest with you. I think that Isley can get a little bit more active with his jab and come behind his jab and be able to set up other combinations.
And you know,
nice jab right there from Howard.
It's the Norfolk crowd gives you about a 4-round grace period to get it going, but they're a little bit tired of it now.
Yeah, well look, we might see that in the main event tonight. I'm not gonna lie. You know, again, you gotta see the middleweight ones. If I'm Keyshawn, I'm not standing there and I'm not letting this man grab on me and I'm going to box his ears all night long and never allow him to land that kill shot for me. And if that involves making it boring, that's what I will do tonight, because he just has to get past this. He's at an unfair advantage, people.
He has to make it boring. That's okay.
Not at time. Yeah, if he has to make it boring, make it boring. Look. He's at an unfair advantage. He really is. He really is.
Giving up a lot of weight tonight. Lemos rated at 155.4 when he got to the arena.
He's already a hero. Everybody's here, right?
Yeah.
He's already a hero. The fight is still continuing. He did his job, right? So be it.
So yeah, this is yeah. And you can't win with only landed 5 power punches through 4 rounds. It's not like Troy's doing great. He's got 12 power punches landed through 4 rounds. And total punches, a dismal 17 to 55. Something's got to happen here, kid. Somebody's got to get going.
Yeah, you ain't lying on that.
Don't punch it.
Somebody definitely got to get going. Again, it's all about figuring out these bugs. Each fight, you have to experience, right? And you got to be able to figure out your opponent's style and know when you can step in and take chances.
And Tim, we always talk about fighters fighting differently, right? This is not the Tyler Howard we've seen in the past. When you mentioned, like, hey, this could be a fight where, the pressure fight is going to be in your grill. Well, Howard's not being in Isley's grill, and that's got to, play with you.
Yeah, he's not. And Isley's not allowing him to Isley's being very smart, fighting off his jab. He's attempting to land a little bit more combination now. He's starting to get a little bit more busier with his offense. But again, he's still being cautious enough
cross numbers don't lie. 1.4 power punch advantage for Howard through the first 4 rounds. His last 3 fights, 8.9. That's way below the middleweight average, which is just above 11 per round. So the crowd's getting impatient here in Norfolk. And rightfully so.
I'm impressed with the fact that you see Isley not getting emotional, not reacting to the crowd, staying to his game. I like that. Can't allow anything to bother you inside that ring, even the crowd.
Good defense is reopened by Troy Isley.
But there comes a time where you start putting your opposition, start to wear down a bit. I don't know if I still feel that those heavy hands coming from Howard or not. But he feels safe on the outside, but he could possibly put a step to him and get on the inside, and he'll feel just as safe there. But again, you gotta take risks, you gotta take chances. That's if you want to contend.
There's a controversy with the gloves that we didn't want Howard to
That's
wear.
fucking
It doesn't matter because it's not really
live.
Is he winning?
no.
That's the thing, you know, I want to hear from the corner. Like, hey, you're losing this fight. You got to pick it up. Can you pick it up? That's what I want to hear from the corner.
Well, they asked him to pick it up, but I don't think that you are losing part.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, look, I can clean, yeah, 5-0 already. But Howard has enough experience to know that he's losing the fight.
Yeah.
It's like, are you here to survive or are you here to win? And I understand strategy, and I understand, you know, I understand the nuances of boxing. Don't get me wrong. But again, when you're doing the same thing over and over and over and it's not working, change it up. No brainer.
Uppercut there, and look, you mentioned it. Did you come to win or did you come to survive? And what you want to do is hear the final bell, then that's fine. But it's not really what should be on your mind. We should be looking at Troy Isley, an undefeated 13-0 Olympian, and saying, if I take him out, I take his spot. And Troy Isley is on his way to a world title shot within 2-3 fights. And Howard needs to understand that if he can put on a great performance in these last 4+ rounds, he can be that guy. But Isley says, you're not taking anything from me.
Oh yeah, Isaac got good with a right hand. Isaac cooked him as well with a right hand. Nasty right hand on the inside. Both guys exchanging well right there. Trying to get a little bit of action. See, you start to mix it up like that. You start letting your hands go. Something will eventually land, right?
Long percentage.
So smart. Good defense after that from Isley right there, baiting that right hand. It looked like Howard was looking to just again time him on his way out. I'll tell you one thing, that's the one punch I don't like about it. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's that lead left foot and stopping. I don't like it. It's because he's right.
Oh, there's a nice right hand.
That was a nice angle. That was a beautiful angle by Isley. He created by stepping to his right.
But why do you not like it, Tim?
No, because his head is directly on the center line when he's throwing that shot. And if I'm watching that, I'm gonna throw a straight right hand right down the middle. Throw that hook. I'm gonna lean and I'm gonna get my head out of the way and I'm gonna throw that right hand. Create up.
Favorite Timothy Bradley. Why does my voice sound weird? Because we just had the round of the year between Apollo Mason and Johan Vasquez. Ooh, 4 knockdowns in 2 rounds. Can we just bring him back out?
Man, scary. You know, look. Definitely, I'm not gonna lie. You know, watching Apollo Mason, you know, it's a bit disturbing, right, to see him go down. You know, but it was also great to see the way he was able to rise, man. It was. And he should learn a lot from this. And again, tuck that chin, son. Put that chin right in the center of your chest. All right?
That's that's what Keyshawn Davis will have to do in the main event when he takes on Gustavo Lemos. But we just saw there, Tim, and he was so still and calm because he knows all the physical advantages he will have over Keyshawn Davis when they step into the ring, coming in at 155.4 when he got into his locker room.
Yeah, you can have all the skills in the world, but look, you get hitting pressure and you're hitting your opponent with his best shot. And he's not going anywhere. You continue doing that, you start to feel gas, you start to feel suffocated. Guess what? When they're able to land that big shot on you, there's some questions that are going to be asked of you. And trust me, these styles of these pressure type fighters, Marcus Maidana against Floyd Mayweather. Think about that. You know, think about Marcus Maidana against Victor Ortiz. I'm gonna say Victoria. Victor Ortiz. Adrian Broner. I mean, man, I'm telling you, and he's from Argentina as well. So absolutely, it's tough to deal with.
What's he saying? Big punching power at 140 pounds. That's what really Gustavo Lemos is. He's a junior welterweight. And tonight he's a junior middleweight when he steps in the ring.
Again, a lot of these fighters that we're watching tonight, they have to wait on offense. They have to wait on offense to come to be effective. Right now, Greg Young, that's next level. Greg Young, that's the difference, right? That takes you to another level. That's another element that you got to add to your arsenal. And I say that because, look, a guy like Lomachenko, he created his own offense right off his front foot. But in return, he didn't fight that well off his back foot, and I wish he did. But you have a guy like Floyd, he can do both. He can come forward, he can come back. A guy like Andre Ward, he can create offense off that lead hand, and also off the back foot as well.
That's second.
That's what I like right there. That was a good combination right there. Double left hook down to the body. That was a creative combination right there from Troy Isley.
Time.
In front of 10,000 plus fans in his building and get a decision. No way I can.
Well, you look. He signed the top right too. It's a little bit different. So,
Yeah, but who was the Olympic silver medalist? Who was the one who put butts in the seats? That's the reality of it.
the reality is you're going to win the fight. Who's going to win this fight? And whoever wins this fight, they move on. And they on the bigger and better thing.
Can you trust Lemos? He was 8 pounds overweight 2 fights ago. He was 6 pounds overweight this fight. So, as a promoter, do you want to stake a main event with Gustavo Lemos at the top of the card where he may not make weight? That's a big risk to take too.
Yeah, there's a lot of action going on in the ring. I don't know what I'm looking at you, but look like Isaac's starting to get going with some offense now. What is he doing? He's starting to create some offense. So he does have that layer. He just has to do it.
I'm glad he's decided to go here at round number 8. He's capable. He's got all the tools.
But he's choosing to box tonight. He hasn't got his mind made up. Counter. Yes, it was. Yeah. Okay, here.
Now he's putting them together.
Now where's the response from Howard now? That's what I want to see. There's a cut on that. You see that? But Howard needs to respond right now. This is exactly where he wants Ivy. He wants Ivy shooting punches because there's openings again. And he told us in the fighter meetings, he said, I want to punch with him. I can catch him in between his shots. And he's letting those opportunities go.
Absolutely. Tyler Howard was also cut against DeAndre Leatherwood November of 2020. That was in the bubble at the MGM in November, so 2020. So we've seen this movie before. Oh, nice there. Howard.
Nice left hook right there also.
Maybe that blood will get Howard going here. That's nice right there, but it's just sporadic spurts of offense from Howard. That's not what we're used to seeing from the fighter out of Crossville, Tennessee. 38 total connects compared to 110. Not a stellar outing for Troy Isley by any stretch of the imagination. But it's more than double what we're seeing out of Howard. See that effort? Did you just see
seconds.
He's not in position to be able to move. Yeah, that's fine.
5.
That's great. Mark Kriegel through 8 rounds. Give me some mathematics on what your cost looks like.
I think you know what the mathematics are. It's 80-72. It's more of the same. It's 8 rounds to nothing. You know, we keep waiting for Howard to move, and I don't think it's going to happen. I kind of disagree with you guys about Ivory. I think we're seeing a really good fighter tonight. He's not listening to the crowd. He's not thinking about what we might be saying. He's comfortable in his own skin tonight. That's the most important thing for Troy Ivory.
Well, Tim has been saying that throughout the fight, that, you know, he's fighting a smart fight. And now he's about creating opportunities as he lands a nice left uppercut. Now Howard lets a right hand go. And the corner of Howard said, look, you're going to be kicking yourself in the butt tomorrow if you don't do something. It may be a little low, but at least come out and fight. Thank you. I can't even pick a round for Howard. I think this is a complete shutout. Complete shutout. Now we see Gustavo Lemos finally stop the relaxation mode. Tim, he looks huge. Man, every bit of junior middleweight up. And look, Tim, usually when a guy is overweight, they're pudgy. This guy worked to make 141. He did not work to make 135 because look at his ass.
That was the point I was trying to make earlier. I'm telling you, it was all set in stone from the beginning. He knew he could make 135.
We're good.
So the physique doesn't lie. Like,
No, not at all.
it's crazy.
You don't
For a
see
guy who gets weight, he looks in great shape.
Oh, actually, no, he trained for the fight. There's no doubt in my mind. He's ready for this fight. Look, Eddie Allison's always tell me, he said, you cannot depend on somebody to be weak so you can be strong. You can't just sit here and think that he's going to be weakened from not making that weight. No, not at all. You got to think he's going to be fighting and killing him. So, Keyshawn again, got to be on point. On point tonight.
Gustavo Lemos will be on his game. That's the bully game. I'm going to be in your face. How can you deal with my power? How will you deal with my pressure? For now, the pressure we expected from Tyler Howard is finally starting to materialize momentarily, but Troy Ivory doing very well to neutralize Howard here through 9 rounds.
Ivy's has had harder sparring sessions than this. Harder sparring sessions.
Yeah, when you're there with Bud, yeah, there's none of this.
This is easy work for him.
There's no rest for the weary when you're sparring tearing blood drops. And that's part of the benefit of being part of B&B boxing out there in Omaha, Nebraska.
5.
Tenth and final round here. Troy Ivory, the transformer, the Olympians in Tokyo, taking on Tyler Howard out of Crossville, Tennessee. And now we're going to have to show something here in 10th round, but Womack was very clear in his instructions to Ivory. Don't go out there doing anything. You're dominating this fight.
Exactly. You don't want to give your opposition a chance to land something. Well, again, he has heavy hands. There's fights where you can press on the gas, take a little bit more chances, but you're facing guys that can punch like Howard. Every minute of every round you have to be focused, and you cannot afford to make a mistake. Right there. I go right hand over the top by him.
Now we have a fight. Where was this?
I'm trying to tell you, it looks good off the ropes. He's slipping it. Did the right thing right there and tied it up. Let's see if let's see emotions, if any emotions are there involved right now. Or is he going to stick to the script? Good body work right there from Howard. Howard's coming out strong. Where was this in the second round, third round?
Where was it all fight long, Tim?
Oh, because now it's the end. You already know the end, you're going to sprint.
1, 2, 3. from Howard. Another shot to the back of the head from Isaac.
Yeah, that's a smart way to box him to buy yourself some time right there. Get on his head or some weakness. Frustrate his opponent.
Right hand from Howard. Novak caught exactly what was going to happen. If he did, Howard was going to come out with everything. Don't do anything dumb. Nice uppercut from Isley.
Some sweet stuff, angling out.
Showing his skill.
Yep. Get off me, bro. Get your head up off me. Keep my distance, go and run.
Nice leg. Howard. Countered by Isley.
Isley definitely got the best with that left hook. You saw the reaction.
Backwards, too.
Nice little rapid check right there from Isley. Just moving his feet, picking up his feet. Getting explosive offense as soon as his opposition comes in defensive range.
Seconds.
Gotta get back on that stick. You gotta get back on his face to be able to stop a lot of this pressure that's coming from Howard.
Such a scorecard time.
Extremely. Damn, I thought he
Percent.
Troy in his business at all. And you talked about some of the.
Coparino, we go to the judge.
He's going to look for it tonight, and I think that's the type of lesson you need to learn if you want to be a champion in this weight class. All right, let's send it up to Mark Sheeran for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside Scope Arena, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Brian Costello and Paul Wallace have it 99-91. Dave Braslow has it 98-92. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the NABO middleweight champion, Troy, the tramp. Yeah.
Tonight was not one of those nights for Troy Isley, but it is a night for DB3 and the main